Hello, this is Scott, or Gold Marble as I'm more commonly known online. I apologize for forgetting to get before pictures or video of my helis before I started working on them, or even while I was in the process of sanding down the oxidation. But this, as you can see here, this is after I've applied the clear coating, and you can see the orange peel quite prominently on the lens. And this is the lens I'll be sort of documenting afterwards. In a little bit, I'll show you the process. The next lens I'll pull up shortly is after I've already polished it, wet sanded it and polished it out. You can see a drastic improvement over the orange peel, and I mean it's not perfect, but it works very well. And the reason why I did this was I originally used a Meguiar's heavy duty headlight restoration kit. About a year ago, and most of the kit worked really well. The sanding pads, though, seemed to clog rather quickly using the damp sanding method that they proposed with the instructions. And the main problem was the headlight protectant, which didn't really seem to last very long, only lasting about 2 to 3 weeks before it wore off or washed off, and allowed the headlights, which are then at that point just bare polycarbonate, to start being damaged by road grit, road grime, and the UV rays, and it started the oxidation process all over again really quickly. And I really wasn't quite pleased with that, so I looked up a lot of different methods on YouTube, and I found ChrisFix's method. You can see his method on his channel, but this is my version of it. As you can see, these are the products I used. It's not perfect. I didn't have any microfiber towels, but this is what I started with. So here's 800 grit sandpaper. I got it from a local place. It's It's from Norton Abrasives. It seems to be quite high quality. It worked really well. It doesn't clog very easily. Next was 1000, and finally with the 2500. After that, I would clean the lenses with the isopropyl alcohol. This was 99%. I got it from a local drugstore. But most people recommend anything between 70 and 99%. You just want something that will dry really quickly. And Mother's California Gold Micro Polishing Glaze was what I used for polishing them. I probably could have used a step below that, but it's what I chose. And this is the main part about this, though, is using the Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch Ultra Cover. It bonds the plastic, it's gloss clear, it's non-yellowing and UV resistant. The main thing, though, is to remember with this is that it does take up to, between 5 and 7 days for it to fully cure on plastic. So it is important to be aware of that, and it won't attain full hardness until about a week after you've applied it. Anyways, on to the work was after applying the paint and letting it dry overnight. This was how it looked after I wet sanded it with the 800 grit sandpaper. Just to get rid of the orange peel, I had put on 5 coats of the spray paint. Probably could have gone a little bit later, but, well, I like overkill. After that, I applied the 1000. I worked with the 1000 grit. On the 800 grit, I went with a purely horizontal motion. With the 1000 grit, I went vertical to shave down the scratches of the 800 grit left. And once I felt like I got close to leveling those out, I went back to horizontal. I repeated this process with the 2500, which will pop up right about now, and this is after wiping down the 2500 with the isopropyl alcohol. I think I left a bit of residue by accident. I would clean it up before I went on to polishing. But as you can see, even 2500 grit really leaves quite a nice finish. It's a lot clearer than it was with the orange peel. And really, if you don't feel like using the polish, you could pretty much leave it at this stage and just wax over it and just pretty much call it done. But I, of course, felt like going one step further. And this is after the micro polishing compound. And I was just using hand polish. I was just hand polishing it with a bit of paper towels and the polish. And it came out really quite well. There is still some crazing or possibly deep scratches that I missed, but overall I'm really pleased with the result. Of course, I mean, They are old lenses. They are they're original to the vehicle, so they're from 2001, and there might be just damage from the inside of the lens caused by the UV from the light bulb. After I finished polishing them, I made a jerry-rigged curing oven to try and keep the lenses above 21 degrees for a couple days. Excuse me. This is because the paint is supposed to cure for up to about 7 days at 21 degrees Celsius. And unfortunately, it's not that warm around here right now, so I made a little oven to try and cure them a little bit faster than that, because I didn't really have 7 days to wait. I'm not sure if this step is really necessary. It's just something I chose to do. ChrisFix didn't do it. I mean, he applied it right on the vehicle. But this is the after result. You can see how clear they are. They're drastically improved over how they were before. I have installed new light bulbs as well, which also helped really improve my night driving ability. But the lenses, you can really tell the difference between when they're foggy and clear, because when they're foggy, it's almost like the light's being just absorbed by the lens and scattered to the sides more than actually being projected down the road. And this really helps me. So thank you, ChrisFix, and have a good day.